Hello, everyone. I have a message from the universe that I would like to share with y'all. Um, Basically, I've really been thinking a lot about the connection between my spirit, mind, body complex, and have really been resonating um, heavily in the dimension of consciousness that is observing the mind and reality from a silent, an absolutely silent, eternally silent and aware place. It's like even as I speak to you now, I'm aware of the fact that I'm speaking to you and aware of the silence and point of return for awareness to come back to that silence. Um, I think it's also important to realize that you can have multiple points of awareness. Um, Instead of just having one focal point, there can be an infinite amount of focal points, really. But um, breaking or splitting awareness into multiple points is definitely a uh, task that requires energy. So, it does require a heightened state of energy to increase the points of awareness. And I like to have a focal point on the dimension of consciousness that is observing everything, even my actions as I'm doing them, my mind as it's doing its thing. Um, so yeah, there's a bit on awareness, and I think the main message the universe is trying to display through me right now is to just do everything here in the moment in totality, like be totally absorbed in the present moment, what is happening right now, um, right in your space, you know, what you can observe with your senses, with your five senses, most importantly. Like, sure, there might be extra, you know, ESP craziness and stuff going on too, but the most important thing is what's happening right now, not being focused on, not being focused um, on the unknown or like on things that could be happening or things that, you know, could have gone differently or something. And it's really helpful to always be aware of the dimension of consciousness that is watching everything, because if you're aware of that and in that is eternal silence and eternal understanding, then it becomes easier to let go of the mind and as it tries its craziness on you, and you can just really be totally involved in the moment and totally absorbed in the moment. And I also think the universe is trying to show me to be more playful. Not just at work, 'cause I'm playful as hell at work, but like anywhere, anytime. Just being playful, happy, giddy, go lucky, fun guy, because it's fun. Why not? It's a hell of a lot of fun to be fun. And it's hard to, it just takes a lot of energy to ruin somebody's fun. Why would you want to ruin somebody that's having fun? So being fun is definitely a blast, having fun. So yeah, and then the last thing I think is just I've been really focused lately on keeping the distance between who I truly am and my mind so that I can keep my mind as a tool to serve me rather than being caught up in my mind and letting it run me one way or another. Because the mind is fucking crazy. It's crazy. There is so much chaos happening in that thing that if you don't remove yourself from it, you can get caught up in it and start making stupid ass decisions just because you're not even aware of what you're doing. So that awareness is crucial, and taking the time to respond to things rather than to react to things, and you know, letting go of guilt and letting go of the politics of the mind is essential in maintaining who you truly are. So yeah, focal points of awareness. You can have multiple focal points of awareness. Be playful, have fun, and be totally involved in what you're doing. That's pretty much all I've got for message of the universe. Thanks for watching.